Well, Hesed Ecclesia actually comes from two groups. Hesed coming from a passage in Ruth where Hesed means loving kindness, and Ecclesia is the gathering and the fellowship of one another. For Hesed, this was, as we were looking through the story of Ruth, we were also quite amazed at God's providence through Ruth and Naomi and how God has provided her a guardian redeemer. This was actually a name that was suggested to us by our DCG teacher, Auntie Lai Kun. She was a very wonderful DC leader. She was someone who was very caring and someone who always preached the word and shared the word with us, reverence, and also with a lot of love. I think I was really quite amazed by the way that she taught us. I think it also helped our CG to grow and to kickstart, I think, when we became a CG of our own.
For Ecclesia, the original CG for people my age, we actually started off with youth and then we combined with the boys during JC. So far it's been really great to journey with people that I've grown up with.
The journey as a CG is not easy.
Transitioning from JC over to the uni aspect, it's challenging not just for Ecclesia but I think for CGs in general, particularly because that is where some of us move on to do NS for the guys and also for the girls, so in terms of where we go for university. It's not easy to get everyone in the same room, you know, coming from secondary school and JC where we were so intentional about sharing with what goes on in our lives, how can we encourage one another. Within Ecclesia itself, that was what was absent.
So there were times where we had studies where there were like only 4 people who just like turned up. It does make you think like, what am I doing this for? That is the question, who am I doing this for? In those moments, I am reminded of that goal and to continue to be like Christ.
I think at that point in time, we didn't really have like a CG leader from what I recall, which is probably what made it difficult also. Individually, when we meet up with CG members and all, it seems like nothing has changed, but I would say coming together to learn God's word is definitely challenging also.
So I always do see the CG as, I guess, my own family, a group that I can always turn to and to gather everyone together and really just spend time together, study the word together, I go for service together, join Christmas events, join Easter events, and it's just, it was very sad and like it was, can feel a bit discouraging. Hesed is one age group and Ecclesia is another age group, and actually the two CGs actually joined together into one.
For me, I was actually quite excited. Learning from a group who has sort of been through those times and that transition as well. It's sort of like a step in terms of how we wanted to journey one another and being in the same CG, which meant like, you know, growing God's word together more often was something that I felt was encouraging. I said might have been struggling with their own set of challenges, but I think having them navigated through this period like 3-4 years ago probably give us some idea on how we can navigate it for our CG at that time.
We are able to intentionally spend more time fellowshipping and reading God's words together. The age gap suddenly didn't feel like it was there, and it really felt like we were just among peers and just having a great time. We were just very open, having fun and fellowshipping one another, disturbing one another. Yeah, so it's no longer Hesed and Ecclesia, but it was Hesed Ecclesia. Yeah, it really does feel like we are one CG. Yeah.
How come you're all sweaty? We haven't even started to walk yet.
It's a hot and humid day. Weather hasn't been the best. A tire also popped. That's what happened. It's a combined weight of 400 plus kilograms in a car.
And whose fault was that?
Let's get it correct. Somebody said let's put all 5 guys in the car.
I've been in Carmel for like 5 years, but I think I only joined Hesed Ecclesia in about 2023, so that's like 2 years ago. I think I realized the importance of community as I got older. I should be looking for a group to community with and journey with. Yeah. The first time I went, like for the first lunch, it was like, I don't think there were guys. I think none of the guys were around. Not gonna lie, it was like super awkward actually. I think actually I've been quite inspired by people in Hesed Ecclesia. Like, I just feel like it's a lot easier to want to live out the Christian life when you see people actively doing it. And I feel like there's people in the CG who I feel I can look up to and who I feel are all in their own ways trying to really lead the Christian life as it should be led. And also it helps that the CG is fun. I enjoy hanging out with the people here.
One thing that we wanted to do also for the CG is that we wanted to serve together as a CG. I was asked if the CG can serve in organizing the Christmas Eve service. We were like, oh, okay.
I can't remember who was it that asked, but it was like, yeah, should we do something together as a CG? Let's plan Christmas service together.
They said, help out as a CG. I said, okay. Then one day I come in for lunch and they're like, okay, you're in charge of this thing. Then I said, oh, is it? Okay. I look at Mikayla and we both say, okay. I do think it's spirit-led that I just said. I was willing to just say like, okay, let's just see where this goes.
How are you feeling, Jon?
Sleepy.
Previously it was about the lack of people gathering together, but now it's the challenge is a group of people gathering together trying to tackle something like big. It was really quite amazing that God really answered our call to organize the Christmas event, and it was quite a privilege.
So being able to play a part in a service that means a lot to me was actually quite exciting, and I thought that it was a good time for our CG to come together and do something together and serve God in that way.
There were a lot of things to be done, and there were a lot of planning to be done. To be fair, it wasn't easy. So learn how to work together as a CG, to serve together as a CG is something new to us. It's a very small event, it's something very big, and it was something that everyone is always looking forward to. So we were also a bit of stress when went into planning this.
I think this is like my first time serving church with my CG, like ever. So this was quite a very, very new opportunity for me.
Can I get a show of hands to start us off with? How many of you are here for the very first time? Could you kindly raise your hands? Wow, we have quite a few newcomers. I hope, pun intended, that at the end of this evening, you will have a clearer understanding of why Christians believe that the Christmas story is one that brings great hope.
It was just quite like inspiring. Like you see people who have their own things to worry about, still want to do their best. And I think that the way that people prayed about it as well, the things that they pray about, and not that the service necessarily goes well, that people think it was a great time. It's more like, how can we touch the hearts of people who have never heard this message before?
It is just part of how a CG can grow. We want our CGs to not only just know God in theory, but also to act it out as well. And what better way than to do, instead of doing it alone, you can do it together with your other brothers and sisters in Christ.
The experience probably a bit more intimate. You're working with your friends to a goal that you all want to achieve. So I think it really helps you to deepen those bonds and to learn to work with each other also, and just rely more on the Spirit.
I felt that this was just one of the ways that I could serve God as well, and what more to do it with the CG and journey together in that aspect.
The Christmas Eve service is really the culmination of everything that the CG has went through and grown throughout the years. CG is a very good foundation for me to understand who God is and how His love is being carried out by the people around. Just this community allows me to open up a bit and to share my struggles. And through that, I myself am able to understand and to know my relationship with God and to deepen it. I continue to persevere and continue to grow in the CG. There's always room to grow.